Welcome to Indigenous Perspectives, Rethinking Our Thinking on Ancestral Heritage TV. I am Edward Senmen Muge, your host. In my maiden video, I held that Ancestral Heritage TV follows decolonial thinking based on the decolonial principle, I think where I am. I will focus on elucidating or helping understand decolonial thinking in this episode. Stay tuned. Welcome back. While colonialism connotes occupying a people's land and their minds, post-colonialism, along which path decolonial thinking follows, is a resistance discourse, not a theory like post-structuralism or post-modernity. Post-colonialism is a method of critical reflection that leads to practice. Colonialism marked the disruption of a people's worldview, history, spirituality, and cultural values. It changed the way indigenous people lived and related with their land, from their perception of the land as mother and gift of the divine through their ancestors to a commodity to be misused and sold, leading to the gradual eroding of cultural values. This disruption has left a wound, colonial wound, in the minds and experiences of indigenous people. It left them in a confusing state as they wandered between imposed alien cultures and inherited ancestral traditions. The state of confusion necessitated the call by the famous Kenyan writer Ngugi wa Thiong'o, among others, for indigenous people to purge their minds of alien ideas in his work, Decolonizing of the Mind. The imposition of alien cultures, values, education, and worldviews made indigenous culture and spirituality inferior, primitive, and idolatry. It led indigenous people to abandon ancestral spirituality and wisdom for alien ways of thinking, living, and doing. Rejecting alien cultures and returning to ancestral ways sums up what decolonial thinking is all about. Decolonial thinking follows the understanding of post-colonialism held by R.S. Sugotharaja as a style of inquiry, an insight or perspective, a catalyst, a new way of life. It involves a rediscovery of one's cultural foundation. Decolonizing the mind consists of the critical reflection on experience through indigenous structures or worldviews that help facilitate an experiential alternative that recognizes diversity, interculturality, and most importantly, the beauty and validity of indigenous culture, spirituality, history, education, and experience. A decolonized mind understands identity as based on culture. It expresses that in the dictum, "My culture, my identity." Thanks for joining Ancestral Heritage TV. Until next time, always remember that your identity is formed in your culture. Follow Ancestral Heritage TV at ancestral_heritage TV on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. Goodbye.